What's up? So I just got done watching the Ultimate Fighter Finale 18 for Saturday, November 30th, 2013. And there was some okay fights on there and some not so okay fights. The prelims started off actually in the middle of one of the fights because there was one of the bowl games went into triple overtime. So I only got to see about half of the fight, or the last round of it. Let me see here. Worthy mentions. The Yaya and the Nini Maki fight was pretty good. Both of them did really good groundwork and a lot of submission attempts by both guys. Good transitions. Nini Maki ended up winning by split decision. That was a good fight. That was probably the second best fight on the card of the night. Corsani versus Blanco. Blanco got DQ'd for kneeing Corsani in the face while he was down, which split Corsani open and he was bleeding. So that didn't end well for Corsani, or Blanco for that matter. Pennington versus Modafferi. Modafferi was the busier fighter, getting off first in the first round. Second round, Modafferi pulled guard, and it basically cost her the second round. The third round, the same thing happened, and Modafferi basically ended up surviving the round while stuck in a pretty good guillotine the whole time, and basically gave Pennington the fight. So that wasn't, as good as I thought it would end up being, but what can you do? Next fight was Morgan versus Duke, which was a pretty good fight. They were swinging on each other. So Duke ended up getting an arm-in guillotine on Morgan in the first round, and then ended up transitioning into a triangle where she landed a bunch of elbows. So basically the first round, Morgan was in 2 submissions, just trying not to get submitted. Second round, Duke was just getting off first, throwing, and just more frequently. The third, more of the same. Duke got Morgan in some kind of like headlock, and then Morgan sunk her hooks in from her back, but she was still in a headlock, so it was kind of an awkward position. But Morgan couldn't really do anything with it, and Duke ended up winning the unanimous decision. After the fight, Morgan's temples were so swollen. She looked like a prehistoric cave woman. It was pretty bad looking. And then the guys' contract fight was next with Holdsworth and Grant. And I'm not really a fan of either guy. It wasn't anything awesome. Holdsworth won by rear naked choke. I don't think it was really expected to be that awesome, considering it wasn't the co-main event of the night. So, whatever. What was the co-main event of the night was the women's contract for the UFC. Rakosi versus Pena. It was pretty pathetic. Pena just kind of got on top of Rakosi and just started throwing pillow punches, and then the referee ended up stopping it via TKO. But I mean, I don't know how great either of them are going to end up being. If either one of them fought Ronda Rousey or a Cyborg or any of the top women fighters right now, they would both get smashed. So, whatever. And then the main event was obviously Diaz versus Maynard. They obviously don't care for one another. There was no glove touch at the beginning. Diaz, the first, they clinch, and Diaz hit Maynard with an awesome judo throw. And then shortly after, Diaz catches Maynard with a straight left that rocks him. And then after that, he just swarmed him and started throwing haymakers, hooks, and the referee ended up having to stop it. And then Maynard fell down shortly afterwards and was bleeding. That was a pretty good fight. It was short, but it was action-packed. So overall, I would say probably the best fight of the night. More instant gratification. The Yaya Mininaki fight was pretty good too. So overall, I'd give it maybe a 3 out of 5. And other than that, there was another women's fight. The Morgan Duke fight was pretty good. So all in all, yeah, I'd give it a solid 3 out of 5. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and keep a lookout for more videos. Later.